You're listening to the Wife Wednesday Radio Network. Find, follow, and like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and more. You can hear us across the U.S. and around the world on Apple Podcasts, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Amazon Podcasts, Spotify, and more. Now, here are your favorite radio wives.
Hey everybody, it's Wednesday and I'm one of your wives, Sina.
And I'm Nicole.
We're back with a whole new season of the Wife Wednesday show, and you can now find us on every major podcast platform across the country.
That's right. So sit back, relax, and join us for this week's episode here on the Wife Wednesday Radio Network.
I had D&D last night out in the middle of BFE. Quite
it was like a
literally.
one-horse town, people.
And
I was not there.
We were there. We were there pretty late last night.
Yeah,
because we didn't get back till midnight.
I could not imagine. I was asleep. That's a lie. I was just falling asleep.
And it's a 25-minute drive from here.
Yeah, not too shabby.
And I left my purse at this guy's house. I felt so stupid. I had
why? It's a common mistake.
It is. And then I'm like, I told
like
Nicole, I'm like, I have to go get this purse.
But we were going that way anyway today, so it worked out.
See, do you want to know the biggest thing I was freaking out about?
What?
I thought the bag had my work keys.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh my God, if I don't get this, I can't go into work tomorrow. Like, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Like, I can, but, you know.
I was like, she's really all about this purse. But I was like, whatever. I mean, it's her purse.
Because I need my keys.
That makes more sense.
And it turns out they weren't even in there anyways. I would not have cared. Debit card, driver's license, don't care. I trust the guy, you know?
Yeah.
It was literally exactly where I left it, in the same sad position.
Yeah. So we went down to one of our favorite spots to eat today. It was great.
I think we can say where it's at.
So we went to Loudonville, land of the Mohican National State Park. And we ate at this Black Fork Bistro. And we've talked about it before, I think.
Yes.
Because we went there when we went there.
On our big wife trip.
Yes. And then we went there on a Saturday because we couldn't check into our B&B until later, right?
Yeah, because they were still working on it.
Why can't I remember what that B&B looked like?
The Pink Barn.
No, that was a different one.
No, where were we? It wasn't the Amish one, was it? Winesburg?
No. Did we just go down there?
I have no idea. I swear it's when we stayed in Mount Vernon.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Because we had to delay time to go down there. And then we went to the cemeteries.
We love a good cemetery walkthrough.
Or drive through.
Drive. We mainly drive.
It depends on the weather. Because if it's too hot, we don't like sweating.
Yeah, we went down when it was like still like 60, 70 degrees out this morning. So
it was beautiful.
It was great. And then we went to this shop. It's called Stella's Ice Cream and Coffee Shop, people. Don't get the coffee. It was...
You really want to throw shade?
Oh, I am. It was terrible, but their ice cream flavors look phenomenal.
Oh, my God. The limoncello one was so bright.
Yeah.
But I really... What was that one?
Coffee and donuts. Yes. But if I wasn't so full from eating that breakfast pizza...
Oh, my God.
I definitely would have gotten it. I really wish I wasn't dumb enough. I really wanted to go to a winery today. That would have taken up some of our day.
Yeah, it would have. But, you know, maybe we'll just go shopping or something.
Today?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Let's go do that.
I'm down.
And then we can go to like Dollar Tree, look at bins.
Yeah.
Things like that.
We're going to look at your kitchen first. See the things that...
The black shelf.
Nicole can give you her vision of your kitchen.
Yes.
This is how this relationship works. Nicole designs her house.
And so does my father.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
What were we even saying right before that?
We were talking about Stella's coffee being terrible.
Oh, I was thinking about the coffee and donuts. If they were advertising for it, they should get like a really buff, like police officer.
Yes.
And he'll be like standing there, and like it'll be like one of like the sexy, aviator glasses.
Yes.
Porn stash.
Yes. No one ever know I'm eating donuts. Oh my gosh, that'd be so funny.
He'd be like looking over him and like,
yes.
Yeah. Hit me up.
Right?
More ideas.
But no, it was a good morning. And then we went and saw her dad, so that was nice.
Yeah, that was nice. Mm-hmm. My dad.
It's been a while since I just had gotten to just be down there with your family.
Yeah.
Without like an agenda. And I got to meet Jasper finally.
Yeah. Funny whose dog it used to be.
I know.
Oh.
Wait, why is it funny?
You know, it was my neighbors over here whose daughter.
No.
Yeah, and then Brad took him.
No.
Yeah.
Way.
Uh-huh.
Like that neighbors or their child?
That neighbors.
Oh my gosh.
Plot thickens, right?
It thickens. Give me that tea.
Okay, listen, baby. I've got another tea to add on to this. So this morning, their child's child was out there with Toby.
Yes.
And Toby's running up to my dog's fence, like off the leash, everything. And the child comes around. Yeah. And
Toby is a dog.
Toby's a dog, which is why the only one.
I just said that. Sorry.
Yeah. I just wanted to say that's the only name I'm going to say just because it's a dog.
Yes.
And so Toby is up along the fence. Paisley is pissed.
This is my property.
She wasn't like, she barked a little bit and then she was walking back and forth across it. She was all puffed up though. And I'm like, okay, girl, I'm pretty sure she probably like peed in the line or something. Like marked her territory. Mm-hmm. And the child comes around the corner and yells back and he's like, would you believe it? There's another neighbor's dog out here. And it was so weird. I'm like, are you yelling about my dog's being out, child? And I don't know if they were trying to catch the dog.
Yes.
So I was like, what? And I was just like, Paisley, get in here. Yeah. And I gave her the look until she came in and I closed the door. And I'm like, you need to behave yourself.
Yes.
I was like, but also good barking keeping people away.
Yes.
I am okay being that neighbor having the barking dogs. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Let all these crackheads around here know I got big barking dogs. Mm-hmm. Well, a big barker and then a little barker.
And then there's me.
And then there's Nicole.
I bite. They don't.
I'm just glad you don't also shit in my yard like they do.
You're welcome. Hey, get me drunk enough and who knows what'll happen back there, okay? I'm just saying when I get a little turned, it's literally no one knows what's gonna happen with me.
Literally,
it's been a hot minute since I've been turned.
My favorite one of you being drunk.
Are you gonna talk about the Taco Bell thing again?
No, okay. I'm gonna talk about you just puking in the yard and Miron holding the back of your pants to keep you up. And he's just like standing there texting. That's the Taco Bell
one, I think.
Oh yeah, it was the same night. But that part is the highlight for me. He's just like standing there holding the back of your pants, just so casual. Yeah, he's just happy to be there.
I miss that Miron.
I miss that Miron too.
Yeah. Halloween's gonna be great.
Yeah. Yes.
Foreshadowing. So yeah, I bet you guys are wondering why we have an episode up today on a week that is not regular for this season. If you notice, it's the 5th Wednesday of the month. And you know what that means.
It's book club, baby.
Book club. I keep wanting to call it book talk. But instead of TikTok, TALK. We have changed it to book talk. Yes.
So you want to announce why you picked this book?
So, in one of our episodes, we had mentioned that this book we were reading was an adventure. But for real, it's an adventure. You read a section and it says, pick between these things.
It's like a
and
Goosebumps
go to that.
book.
Yeah, it can go to that section and read. And you're in like a hospital, right? Yes. And you have to try and make it out, basically. It's like
Alice in Wonderland, super dark.
It's an adventure book. Choose your own adventure vibe, okay?
So did you announce what book it is and
it
by
is
who?
Night Shift by, you're holding a book and I don't have my glasses.
Victoria Hancock's.
Yes.
It says on the top of it, so first of all, there's a man with a plague mask on it. And that makes me feel a certain way.
Yeah.
And then it's got this catch on it saying, "Will you survive?" And then underneath the title of the book, it says a horror game book. So we did that Choose Your Own Adventure from Markiplier.
Yes.
And that one was so fun.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
This one's a whole different experience.
Oh, totally.
First of all, I just want to say the very first option I got, I died immediately.
I did not.
I died.
Because I know math.
Yeah. it was
a math. They started with the lock is one that's a prime. All are prime numbers. And prime numbers are anything greater. Like, part of it is that they're not the number one. And there was one where it was only no number one or something. And I was like, I literally thought of you. I'm like, I bet Cena didn't get that.
Okay, listen. So when I was reading that, I went upstairs because it was band night.
Yes.
And I went in and explained it and we all laughed about it.
Yeah.
I went back downstairs, right? I open it again. I go to read it again. I picked the second wrong option.
Oh my God.
I died again.
Oh no.
And I'm like laying there and like, granted, we had been drinking, whatever. So like I was inebriated.
Yeah.
Not like a lot. I was tipsy. And so, I was just having a great old time not knowing how to do math, apparently. Yeah. And apparently I just was misreading what I was reading, but I was ashamed.
Yeah.
I even tried to go through and highlight what adventure ones I did. And when on this very first page, Nicole can vouch for this, it's highlighted.
Yeah.
I picked each option.
Yes.
Until I succeeded.
I got pretty far. And then it was like, no.
I got really far in it. I went down so many rabbit
holes.
Okay,
so mainly it's a bunch of left or right turns or going into this room or that room. So it's kind of like a video game in your mind.
Didn't
in a
you
way.
start having to write down clues and like items you got and codes? It's fun.
Yeah.
It's so immersive and I need to try it again.
That if you get you download the map or you can, and then you can follow that. I definitely did not do that because I was reading it in bed, but...
Yeah. Oh, I was keeping notes in the back of the book. Look, I filled up my whole page.
Oh my gosh. Nice.
I kept so many... Like, I got far, but I just kept dying. I still don't know how to escape this. It's literally like Alice in Wonderland meets Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Steampunky.
Yes.
Not even, yeah.
There was one thing, it's like, do you have this item? Well, if you don't, you need to
you go this way, section. And then if you keep going down the paths that way, you die. Did you get to the swamp?
No, I didn't exit the build. Oh, wait.
It was in the basement.
Yeah. No.
Or like on the first floor. Like it was like totally trippy out of reality.
Yeah.
And it made me think of in the fifth Harry Potter when the Weasley brothers leave the school and they put the swamp in there and they can't scrub it clean and people were like Filch had to like ride a boat back and forth with students in it or something.
Yes, because in the book they say he had to punt kids back and forth. And
yes.
For the longest time, Americans thought they were kicking kids back and forth in the swamps.
Yeah, I definitely thought that too.
Did you get to the part with all the body parts on the wall, on the doors or there's a pile of them?
I think it may have been in the general surgery room.
It was hard to get through. You wouldn't have been able, like I couldn't get through it. Wouldn't let me. I got to the chapel. I got to the chapel.
Did you break the window? It gave you the option that you had the urge to break the stained glass window in the chapel. If you did that, it was like it took you down this series of like panicked things, and then you die.
Oh, that's terrible.
Like with no choice. Like
that
it's like turn
terrible.
to this page, turn to this page.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
oh my gosh,
there were so many horrible deaths in it.
Yeah.
It's definitely not for kids. It is a dark adventure, but it is fun.
Yeah.
And I want to find my way through it.
Yeah, I tried to look it up, and I don't think it gives you the way through it anywhere. I'm trying to look it up so that we can...
YouTube?
React. Let's see.
Oh, and there's like pictures and stuff throughout the book as well.
Yeah.
It's really fun. Like, I mean, it's kind of cheesy, like photoshopped kind of stuff, but it's fun. I thought about kind of flipping through and trying to find an ending and then work my way backwards somehow.
How do you know it's the ending?
I'm assuming
there won't be anywhere to go after that.
You'll get out and life is better. You're not being chased by a serial killer.
I don't know.
Like, I've actually been.
Yeah, if we didn't say that, you're being chased by something
like a dark shadow man.
Yeah.
Who I think I kept seeing that Carmichael name. You know?
Yes.
Dr. Carmichael.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some pages in there which I couldn't find my way back to because I was trying to go back and like not have to restart from the very beginning every time.
Yeah.
Which
you
would have
to write down every order that you went through page wise.
Yes. And I think
or section wise.
I'm just gonna have to start doing that.
Yeah.
And be like this path, and then I can go back and change courses.
Mm-hmm.
Try again and again and again and again.
Yeah.
Because this was way complicated. But there's some pages that I couldn't find that say if you know the name, which is Dr. Carmichael, go to this page. And I cannot find where that was in here. Because I want to be able to go there because I feel like once you know the name, and I feel like I went somewhere that I wasn't supposed to go to yet. Did you bring your book?
No, I forgot.
Ma'am.
I'm terrible. We can make it to where we do it. When it's book club month, we can start reading it again.
Yeah.
But like...
actually solve it.
But like we can read another book, but here's the update on the night shift book. We still haven't survived. We're still dead.
Did you end up finding like the living doctor in there?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No, I want to totally
me to talk to you about it?
No.
Okay.
Because if we're gonna keep reading it until we find a way, I was
going to show you the picture, and we were just going to discuss it, but we're not now.
No.
So yeah, we kind of failed book club.
That's okay, because I've been reading / listening to other books, as I talked about last week.
Yes. So, what's your feelings on Tamlin now?
I hate Tamlin. Literally, we just ended Court of Mist and Fury, and it was literally the last chapter. I didn't know if I was going to make it through the book.
Were you going to have a heart attack?
Literally, I was like, I'm so angry. Brittany was behind me in listening to it, and I was like, listen, I'm about to cry and also smash things. And she's like, oh no, what's happening? I'm like, I don't think you understand. I'm literally about to just flip this desk in the middle of the office. And she's like, who died? I'm like, listen, no one dies, but something terrible is about to happen. Terrible. And oh my gosh, like after we got through that and Rysand was like, she did it for a reason, blah blah blah, it's all part of the plan, she's a high lady now, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it's funny because Brittany also can't pronounce their names. So when she talks about them, she's like, Case? And I'm like, Cassian? Azriel? Rysand? She's like, because she's like, I didn't imagine his name being spelled like that with RHYS for Reese. I'm thinking of Reese's Pieces. I'm like, no, girl. Welcome to the land of names.
Yes, Rysand.
And now they're starting to show up on my TikTok, which makes everything better.
I'm so glad you've seen the light
and
about Tamlin.
Well, and Brittany and
I felt the same way as you, just so you know.
Yes.
I was such a Tamlin girl, and I was like, fuck.
Straight up, we see this as a Vampire Diaries in a way. Between the two guys. The Elf Diaries.
Or the Fairy Diaries.
Fairy Diaries. But Brittany and I are listening to the dramatized series, and they only have the full 2 books out. And then the first part out of 3 for the 3rd book, okay? They're dropping those. Part 2 is dropped in September, and the 3rd part is dropped in November. So they haven't even started on the 4th and 5th book. So she's like, what are we going to do? Because I can't not listen to the dramatized series now. It's not going to be the same. Even though the books are on Audible, we're not listening to them until they're in the dramatized series. Because we have their voices already, and these are these people, and we know who they are.
I should listen to the dramatized series.
Oh, yes.
Because I listen to the audiobook.
Oh, listen to the dramatized series, because you can hear the growls, and... Ooh, girl.
Yeah.
Ooh, girl. It's something else. Yeah.
You're something else.
I know. But I'm going to... we were talking about what you had recommended last time, the...
Throne of Glass.
So we're going to start that. We're going to read we're going to listen to the first part of the book on Monday/Tuesday, since we're busy on Monday. And go from there and listen to the...
And if you want another suggestion along those lines, there's a book called The Cruel Prince by Holly Black.
Okay.
So if you're talking about creme de la creme of young adult dark novels,
okay,
that one is so...
Brittany's all about the smut, too.
I don't think... Well, this one has a little bit of smut. There's just like a lot of like... emotional games going on, and I could eat that one alive.
Yeah.
I don't know what the whole series got me. I would say that one was one of my introductions into the young adult fairy series. 'Cause normally I like the grown up ones.
Yeah.
The dirtier, the better.
Yes. Yes. What have you been reading or listening to anything lately?
Okay. So I've been listening to... Wait. I've been on Kicks. So hold on. I have to open it up so I don't butcher the name. Into Spotify, because I'm a Spotify girl now.
Yeah, she is.
So... I'm still straight up vibing over Electric Callboy, and I just keep thinking how pumped I'm going to be. And for my podcast I'm listening to right now, it's Sitcom D&D.
Oh, yeah. That's what I wanted to start listening to.
Yeah, it's so funny. And what I like about it is, obviously there's a story going from episode to episode, but each episode is like a sitcom. So it's like a full little arc, full story arc in like 45 minutes to an hour. And they're all really funny. It is not a children's podcast. The one, it's 2 girls and 2 guys and the DM, I believe, unless the DM plays one of the guys. I don't remember. And one of the girls plays a little troll man called Beef.
Love it. Called Beef.
And all of these guys, the actors playing it,
yeah,
they're all theater kids that met in college.
Oh my
and they're
God.
getting back together to play D&D. So
love
they're all
that.
professionals.
Yeah.
So, like they make the voices. They're funny. They know each other. If you just want to laugh about something inappropriate in the background,
Yeah.
I would listen to it. I've been listening to it. Oh, and of course, I'm still playing Ark. And D&D, obviously. Last night, I started a new campaign. Not that I'm running, but I get to be a player in. And it's awesome because it's Curse of Strahd, and I can see why it's a #1 bestseller for D&D companion ones.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's darker, way darker than I thought it was going to be.
All right. Is that it for books and things?
I think so.
All right. Any fixations?
I went swimming 3 times this week. I met my goal.
Nice.
I know you said something about calling me out and keeping me accountable for it.
I did once.
And you did once, and I ran with it.
Yeah.
And then I've been Snapchatting you or someone, letting them know I'm swimming, going swimming. I don't know if it's my need for validation, if that's really that great, but at the moment it's keeping me accountable.
Yeah, I think it's more of an accountability thing. Telling someone you're going, and if you don't,
you have to explain
what a piece of shit.
I literally, Wednesday, when I sent you that Snapchat,
Yeah.
I think, I was like, I've been laying here trying to talk myself
Yeah.
out of... I've been trying.
It was
spent hours trying to figure out an excuse.
You had been home for 3 hours.
I was trying to find an excuse not to go swimming.
Yes.
And I was like, Sina, it's 40 minutes of your life. Mm-hmm. And then I get a hot shower afterwards.
Yeah.
And go on my way. But I've had this terrible problem lately. And it's like when I pack in the morning before I go to work, I'll forget to pack myself underwear and things like that. And people are like, why don't you just put what you were wearing back on? And I'm like, I don't think you understand how much that crosses my no line.
Just don't wear underwear home.
Yes, that's what I've been resorting to. But I wear dresses to work. And it's always windy in the high school parking lot. And
I feel you.
And so I'm just like, I don't want to Marilyn Monroe scar someone's ass, all these children around here.
Yes. You need a pair of biker shorts.
Yeah. Funny thing you mentioned them. I am those are cutoffs, but I have biker shorts.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm trying to make swimming my personality again, so that way I stick with it. And I've been using my FitnessPal to meal track, so that way I actually eat, but then I also don't binge.
Listen, yesterday I only had one actual meal.
I had a lot.
I
of
took a long
yesterday.
nap.
I had a meal with my sister and yesterday, going to work, right? Mm-hmm. I text my dad in the morning. No one responds to me on whether or not there's coffee at the house. Yes, I'm a spoiled princess when I say that. So I didn't go down there. And then I was stopped at the gas station, and I'm trying to actively make some smarter choices. Mm-hmm. Today not being one of those.
I think we made good decisions today.
I ate that whole pizza.
Okay. That wasn't a big pizza.
That was a big pizza.
No, ma'am.
Whatever. So, I was trying to make a
like
healthier
a personal
choice.
size pizza.
I was trying to make a healthy choice.
Okay, yes.
And I picked a protein iced coffee drink.
Oh, no. Yeah, no.
It was so gross.
Oh, no.
Insert dog retching noises.
We've been retching all day. Oh my gosh.
Chances of Daddy cutting that out?
None.
I feel like our episodes are diaries to Daddy.
I agree.
We're like, Dear Daddy.
Dear Daddy, this is what happened to us. Please help.
Send help, smoke signals, whatever. We'll keep an eye on this guy.
I miss Daddy. We need to have a meeting.
Yes.
Daddy, we need to have a meeting. I tried to text you this morning and you ignored me.
Rude.
Rude.
But respect your boundaries.
Also, yes. But also, we are the boundaries. Not like you're trying to like finish this house or anything that you bought last year. No big deal.
Yeah, which you've done so well on.
So well.
So do you have anything else to say?
No, I think that's it.
You want to go shopping?
Did I say my fixations?
Did you? No.
Oh.
Maybe? No, say 'em.
No, I rearranged my bedroom. Since last week my fixation was rearranging my office/bedroom. This week I moved my bedroom. I have to finish cleaning it, but there's just something I need in my bedroom that is missing and I can't figure it out yet. I just keep staring at the corner of it. And what else? Carbs. Bagels. English muffins.
I bought everything bagels and we're going to be making pizzas out of them for dinner.
Yum.
He may not want that tonight since we had pizza last night at Corey's.
A couple episodes ago, I mentioned how BLTs were my hyperfixation. Okay.
Yeah.
It's past. We had them this week. I'm like, this doesn't taste right. But obviously I ate it anyways.
Yes. But you're done with it.
But I'm like, this has come and gone. Next, please.
I hate when that happens.
Oh, I had cold cuts. I was loving me some, it was rotisserie chicken cuts.
We've been eating paninis.
It wasn't like the thin buy in a pre-bag. It was pre-packaged, but it was like actual chicken cuts.
Ooh.
Like with a little bit of skin kind of vibe. And I would do that with cheddar and mayonnaise, toasted. Like toast the bread and then build your sandwich.
Okay.
And that's what I ate.
Delicious. We made
chef's kiss.
I don't know why, but we've been on this like, I think it's because I haven't wanted to cook or anything.
Yeah, me neither.
That
call last heat wave, baby.
Yeah, poor people meals.
Yes,
we've been having. I made
sometimes they're the best.
Yeah, Kraft macaroni and cheese, and I put ground beef on it, and then because I knew we needed a vegetable, we ate peas.
Yeah.
And then we just mixed it, and then I put hot sauce on it.
Yeah, you could have totally baked that shit.
Well, then Andrew's thing is beans and weenies.
Yeah.
So we did that. And
baked beans do sound good. I like baked beans in my mac and cheese.
In it?
Yeah, like with shells, with like the liquid cheese you put in, not the powder. And you mix them. It was an obsession of mine with Silas in my belly. It was so good. All right. You're welcome for your bonus episode of Book Talk.
Yeah.
I don't know why it still makes me laugh.
Tune in next time and hopefully we'll finish this book.
Hopefully we will have survived by the time we come back to this book.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode.
This week's show was recorded by yours truly in our studio in Ohio.
Our show is edited, mixed, and published by the team at Lead Up Studios, and our executive producer is Dustin,
a.k.a. Daddy.
You've been listening to the Wife Wednesday podcast.
Until next time, bye!
You've been listening to the Wife Wednesday Radio Network. Wife Wednesday is produced by Lead Up Studios in St. Louis, Missouri. Sound mastering and final production is handled by me, Dustin. Be sure to find, like, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to share the show with your friends. New episodes from the Wife Wednesday Radio Network drop every Wednesday on all major podcast platforms in the U.S. and abroad. To contact the show directly, please email us at info@wifewednesdaypod.com. Thanks for listening.